Football in 2024 and 2025 has been absolutely wild. From historic trophies to shocking upsets to unforgettable goals, comebacks, heartbreaks, and even chaos off the pitch, these years gave us some of the most insane moments the game has ever seen. Today, we're counting down the craziest football moments of the past 2 seasons. Let's get into it. In May 2025, at London's iconic Wembley Stadium, the moment finally arrived. Paris Saint-Germain, a club defined by its ambition and its agonizing failures, stood at the summit. The ghosts of Lisbon, the nightmare of the remontada, the years of quarter-final exits, all the painful memories fueled by billions in investment, were poised to be vanquished. After a decade of relentless pursuit and crushing heartbreak, they had the chance to lift their very first Champions League trophy, the one piece of silverware that had always remained tantalizingly out of reach. Their opponents were a formidable Inter Milan side, the champions of Italy, renowned for a defense that had suffocated Europe's best attacks. The stage was set for a tense, tactical battle, but PSG had other ideas. From the opening whistle, there was a ferocious intent. The deadlock was broken just 11 minutes in, not by their superstar striker, but by an easy tap-in from their veteran defender, Achraf Hakimi, a man who had endured so many past failures. The goal shattered Inter's composure and unleashed the Parisian storm. What followed was not a football match, but a coronation. They didn't just win, they dismantled a great team. The final score, 5-0, was one of the most lopsided in modern history. Desire Doe, playing with a terrifying blend of pace and precision, was simply unplayable. He scored 2 and assisted another, tearing through Inter's celebrated backline. He was flanked by a supporting cast at the peak of their powers, with the young maestro Warren Zaïre-Emery conducting the orchestra from midfield. This victory rewrote PSG's identity, transforming them from wealthy underachievers to undeniable kings. The final whistle sparked scenes of pure joy. For the first time since Marseille in 1993, a French team had conquered Europe, ending a 32-year wait. And they did it not by grinding out a result, but with a breathtaking, ruthless style that will be remembered for generations. Paris had its champions. Over in England, Newcastle United ended decades of pain. In March 2025, they beat Liverpool 2-1 in the EFL Cup final, lifting their first domestic trophy since the 1950s. For the Toon Army, it wasn't just about a cup, it was about 70 years of waiting finally coming to an end. Meanwhile, in Scotland, Aberdeen gave their fans a fairy tale. They faced Celtic in the Scottish Cup final, went all the way to penalties, and their goalkeeper Dimitar Mitov turned into a hero. He saved the first spot kick and then saved the last, handing Aberdeen their first Scottish Cup in 35 years. Pure drama, pure history. Not every insane moment ends in happiness. In the Euro 2024 final, England's Cole Palmer scored an absolute stunner just minutes after coming on. Wembley erupted. For a moment, it felt like football was finally coming home. But Spain had the last word, stealing the title and breaking English hearts yet again. A moment of ecstasy, followed by crushing despair. And if you thought finals couldn't get any crazier, the 2025 Under-21 European Championship saw England and Germany battle in a thriller. 5 goals, extra time, and a 3-2 result that left fans speechless. That's the kind of match people talk about for years. But here's where football went beyond the pitch. After PSG's Champions League win, Paris exploded into celebration, and then into chaos. Fires, smashed shops, running battles with police. More than 500 people were arrested, nearly 200 injured, and tragically, even lives were lost. It showed how thin the line can be between joy and disaster when football passion boils over. Football also gave us true underdog magic. Vanderbilt pulled off a once-in-a-lifetime upset against Alabama in American college football, storming the field and even tearing down the goalposts. And in Europe, minnows stunned giants on countless occasions, reminding us all that in this game, nothing is impossible. Back to Aberdeen and Celtic for a second, because that penalty shootout had everything. Nerves, misses, and a keeper turning into a legend. When Mitov saved the final penalty, Aberdeen fans erupted. Moments like that are why penalties are the ultimate test. You can go from hero to villain in seconds. PSG's victory in the 2025 Champions League final wasn't just special, it was a statement etched into the annals of football history. For years they had chased this continental dream, a pursuit filled with near misses and heartbreaking exits. But on this night, there was no doubt. The 5-0 demolition of their rivals wasn't just a win, it was a coronation. This staggering scoreline now stands as the biggest margin of victory in a Champions League final in the modern era, a testament to a team playing at the absolute peak of its powers. The victory also sealed the coveted continental treble. By conquering Ligue 1, the Coupe de France, and now the Champions League, they achieved a feat that had eluded every other French club in history. They joined an exclusive list of footballing royalty, cementing their place not just as champions of France, but as undisputed kings of Europe. But history wasn't only written in Paris. In England, the long-suffering supporters of Newcastle United finally tasted glory. Their FA Cup victory ended a staggering 70-year wait for a major domestic trophy, unleashing a tidal wave of emotion across Tyneside. North of the border, an even more seismic shock. Aberdeen, for the first time in 40 years since the legendary Sir Alex Ferguson era, were crowned champions of Scotland, shattering the decades-long dominance of the old firm. These are the moments that define an era. More than just statistics in a record book, they are the culmination of dreams, the end of droughts, and the beginning of new legacies. These are the stories that ensure the 2024-25 season will be remembered forever. So, after all that, we come back to the fundamental question: what makes a football moment truly unforgettably insane? Is it the pure, unadulterated joy of a last-minute winner? That split second where the net bulges and time itself seems to stop just before the stadium erupts. We saw it in the dying moments of the 2025 title race, a goal that wasn't just a strike, but a thunderclap of destiny that rewrote an entire season's narrative. Or is it the profound, gut-wrenching agony of a cruel defeat? The silence that follows a missed penalty in a shootout, the sight of heroes falling to their knees. The 2024 Cup final taught us that heartbreak is the bitter price we sometimes pay for daring to hope so fiercely. Perhaps it's the defiant roar of the underdog, the moment a small club, armed with nothing but belief, stares down a giant and refuses to blink. Their victories are a powerful reminder that in this beautiful game, heart can triumph over budget, and passion can level any playing field. And we can't forget the beautiful chaos when that passion spills from the stands and floods the streets, turning entire cities into a single, celebrating organism. The last 2 years gave us all of it: triumph, heartbreak, and history written in real time. But these moments aren't just clips in a compilation. They are the threads that weave the rich tapestry of our shared love for the game. They become markers in our own lives. We remember where we were, who we were with, and how we felt. They connect a global community in a way few other things can. That's why the conversation doesn't end here. We want to hear your story. Which moment from the past 2 seasons resonated most with you? Was it a tactical masterclass we broke down, a piece of individual genius that left you speechless, or a personal memory tied to one of these epic clashes? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's relive the madness and debate the moments that truly mattered. The world of football never sleeps, and the next chapter is already being written. New legends are emerging, old rivalries are reigniting, and the 2026 season is guaranteed to deliver its own brand of insanity. If you enjoyed this journey through the beautiful game's most dramatic moments, and you don't want to miss what's coming next, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with a fellow fan, and subscribe for more football madness. Your support allows us to keep telling these incredible stories. Until next time, thanks for watching.